Aloha everybody, I'm Mark Jeffers. Welcome to Storybook Theater and Sparky's Garden. We are a fun and educational television show that's made right here on Kauai for children and families. This year we're partnering with our friends to become the Kauai Children's Television Network. We've got a whole banquet of exciting television viewing for you and your family. So welcome to the show everybody, have a great time.
Celebrate the Earth today. Third planet from the sun, and it's the only one. I'm wishing you a happy Earth Day. Oh, the Earth gives us everything we need, like clear flowing water and tall green trees, fertile soil and a place to grow crops, beautiful rainbows and fat raindrops. But there's so many people and so much waste. We need a reminder to take care of this place. That's why it's Earth Day, oh happy Earth Day. We celebrate the Earth today. Third planet from the sun, and it's the only one. I'm wishing you a happy Earth Day.
Hello everybody, Hanapepe is a great historic town. I lead a walking tour every Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you, your friends, or visitors would like to have a nice, fun, interesting tour of Hanapepe, just give us a call at Storybook Theater, 335-0712. See you there. Brick by brick, we are building a pathway. Brick by brick, a pathway to peace. Brick by brick, will you help us, please, as we complete the Spark M. Matsunaga International Children's Garden for Peace, brick by brick.
For those interested, call Storybook Theater at 335-0712 or email director@storybook.org.
Hey, Russell.
Shh, quiet, Calvin.
Oh, yeah. This guy looks sort of familiar.
Yeah, he does look familiar because he's got a kind of a red nose, and look, his beard is long and white.
Long beard, and he's got this hat on right here. His hat
he's got the Christmas kind hat on.
Yeah,
and look at his belly is kind of round.
Kind of round, and it shakes. I
probably
bet.
Shakes, yeah. And Calvin.
Who could this be?
Well, hey, that's why I'm so excited because.
Do you kids know?
Yeah, because.
I think it's
Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Where?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, sir. We didn't mean to wake you up, sir.
Yeah, we thought you were somebody else.
I was just doing some reading. I was catching up on my reading.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Well, my name is Calvin, and I've been a very good dog.
Oh,
yeah, he's been a very good dog.
A very good dog, and my friend Russell there.
Yeah,
oh,
my
hi,
name is
Russell
Russell
the Rooster.
Oh, hey, hi.
I
know you.
You do?
Yeah, I've heard of you.
And do I know you? Are you Santa?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I knew it.
How did you guess?
I knew it.
Well, you fit that description,
I was
right?
in disguise.
You were in disguise?
Yeah.
Well,
I was asleep. I couldn't see you, so I figured you couldn't see me.
Well, I hope you don't mind, but me and my buddy Calvin was looking at you, and we were putting two and two together, which makes four, which makes Santa Claus.
That's
it's Christmas
right.
time.
Boy, this is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me at Christmas time.
Yeah, me too. Meeting Santa Claus.
Now, I see you were reading.
Yes,
yeah,
I was
something.
catching up on my reading here.
Well,
now,
reading is very important for everybody
Do you fellas like to read?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we love to read.
Maybe you could read with me.
Well,
yeah, maybe we
what
could.
is it that Santa likes to read anyway?
I like to read, most of the time I like to read Christmas stories.
Yeah,
Christmas
well, that
stories.
figures.
Yeah. What Christmas story are you reading
This is
here?
a visit from St. Nicholas.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one before, I think.
Yeah? Well, maybe we could read it together.
Okay.
Well,
who wants to start?
there's something over it right there, so
Yeah,
you might have to
hey,
move that.
guys.
With my marker.
Hey, can I go first?
Sure.
Okay, I like go first, okay?
Okay.
A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement C. Moore. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all to the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
No, not even a mouse.
The stockings was hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Yeah, the children were nestled all snug in their beds, and Mama in her kerchief, and I guess that's the papa, in my cap.
Yeah.
You forgot, while visions of sugar plums dance in their heads.
Yeah,
That's very
visions
important.
of sugar plums danced in our heads, and I was in my kerchief, and
Mama
she
was in her kerchief.
Yeah, Mama was in her kerchief, yeah, and I was in my cap, and we had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap.
Good work, Calvin. You know,
Oh,
Santa,
thanks.
we're new readers, you know.
You're doing very well, though.
I sort of know the story, fortunately. Yeah.
When out on the lawn, there rose such a clatter.
Yeah, a clatter.
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Yeah.
Way to the window, I flew like a flash.
Like a flash.
I tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
Yeah. And there on the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave that's the word gave.
Yes.
Gave a luster of midday to objects below. It was just like daytime, huh, Santa?
Just exactly like
Right
that.
outside that night.
It was a full moon.
Yeah. Then what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8, count 'em, 8 tiny reindeer.
Right.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be
Saint Nick!
Saint Nick. Yeah.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they flew. And
Okay.
he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Yeah.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, Prancer and Vixen.
Yeah.
On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen.
Yeah.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all.
I like that part. Dash away, dash
I
away,
did that
dash
very
away.
good.
Oh.
I've done that
There's a
before.
reindeer and
Yeah.
Santa on top of the roof.
Yes.
Let's turn the page and see what else is
turn that
next.
There's more to this story.
This has nice pictures in it, this one.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of books. I love picture books.
Is it my turn or your turn, Calvin?
Oh, I forget.
Dry leaves.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane flew,
Fly.
when they met an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
Yeah, they flew off. Yeah, wow. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
Yeah, read
good.
it.
And I knew, what's that word?
As
That's true.
As
drew.
I drew in my head. I drew in my head. Oh yeah, as I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
Wow, yeah, he came right down the chimney.
Yeah. Yep.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his feet, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. Yeah, I like that.
I like
you
that.
sound like.
Yeah.
Kinda
yeah.
like a cherry.
Uh-huh. And his droll. I guess that
Droll
means
is-
sort of happy little
That's a
mouth.
happy mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. The stump of a pipe he had tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a round little belly
Yeah.
that shook when
Little
he
belly.
laughed
Like
like
a
a bowl full of jelly. Like you are.
Yeah, that's a good one, Santa.
Yeah. And he was chubby and plump, a right
Wait.
jolly old elf. And he laughed when I saw him in spite of myself.
Me
I
too.
would laugh too. Yeah.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head
Yeah.
soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
Nothing at all from Santa. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and laying his finger alongside of his nose,
Like this.
like that, yeah,
That's
like
how the
that.
boys do it, right?
Yep.
And giving a nod, up the chimney he rode.
Woo-hoo! He sprang to his sleigh, to his steam gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Happy
Ho, ho, ho.
Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks,
you,
Santa.
You're welcome, guys. Thanks for coming to see me. I'm glad you woke me up. I have work to do.
Yeah, you do have lots of
sure
work to do. And to get ready for Christmas Day, right?
And
Right.
he'll come to see you kids, too.
I sure
Right,
will.
Santa? Oh,
You be good boys and girls. Aloha.
Thank you, Santa. Take care, my friend.
Thank you, Russell. Aloha.
Woohoo.
And thank you, Calvin.
Hello everybody. Hanapepe is a great historic town. I lead a walking tour every Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you, your friends, or visitors would like to have a nice, fun, interesting tour of Hanapepe, just give us a call at Storybook Theater, 335-0712. See you there. Hey, Calvin, you and I remember a story that Uncle Larry told us about a special Menehune, right?
Yeah, we were looking at it earlier. The footage is right here on our television.
Hey, let's put this in our Christmas special too.
Okay, here's a story of the Menehune Santa.
By Uncle Larry Rivera.
He
ladies
wrote
and
the
gentlemen.
story, and Storybook Theater filmed it. Let's take a look.
And his whole family is inside.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well-known Kauai writer of a book called The Nun Story, Catherine Hume, wrote these words about the story we are about to hear.
Since the time of the missionaries, our Hawaiians have always had a charming way of appropriating the Bible stories and tying them in, without distortion, to their own ancient legends of gods and powers beyond the sight of man. In this enchanting legend of the Menehune Santa, Larry Rivera is also telling the Bethlehem story through the compelling power of that bright new star seen in the heavens the night when Christ was born. He casts his lay of song back nearly 2,000 years to unite our fabled little people of Kauai with the major happening on the other side of earth on that first Christmas Eve. Fresh and poetic, this is the Hawaiian way of telling the imperishable story. Now here's Larry Rivera and the legend of the Menehune Santa.
Tell us a story. Tell us a story, Grandpa. Can you tell us a story today? Yeah, tell us a story. Come on, Dad.
Steady now, children. I know you want to hear a good story. Well, I have one right here, and it's called The Legend of the Menehune Santa. It's a great story, but would you play the part of a sick child for me? It's part of the story, and I need that. Thank you. Mahalo. Now, the story is very original, children. You'll never hear anything like this again. One moment. One warm Hawaiian night, many times ago, a keiki tossed and turned in his bed. His mother, the daughter of the king of Kauai, summoned a great kahuna as she was afraid for her son.
Awe, my child is sick. The great gods must be angry. My house is in shame.
The powerful kahuna consoled the woman and began many incantations in an attempt to break the spell of sickness from the child. Far above in the mountain, in a place called Mount Waialeale, lived the little people of Kauai, called the Menehune. It was their custom never to be seen, and they would leave a job incomplete if ever observed by a native. The Menehunes had remarkable strength. Their loud voices could be heard on Oahu during times of celebration. They also possessed great energy and capacity for work. They were annoyed by the kahuna's noise-making and soon sent an emissary to Wailua, where the pounding and chanting originated. Because of great energy, the appointed Menehune was soon there. And from a clever hiding place, discovered the source of trouble. Upon his return to the Rain Mountain, he signaled for an immediate council of leaders. They determined they must prepare special potions made from leaves brought by the bird kano, which should be given to the child. That night, the Menehunes silently came down from the mountains of Wailua. They administered the medicines and waited for the recovery. But the child was not better. The Menehunes were perplexed, as all-powerful as they were, The sickness puzzled them. Suddenly, down from the inner recesses of the mountains came the Old One. The ancient white-bearded Minihuni, who was the supreme ruler of the little people. Your efforts will do no good, he explained. The child will only be cured by a much greater power. Look toward the sky. The Minihunis lifted their faces, and in the heavens perceived a bright new star. Its light was all-powerful. Pray to the star, the white-bearded leader commanded. Your wishes will be heard. Suddenly, the child stirred as the sickness left him, and the Minihunis slipped away. As the mother returned to his side, another mother saw a son that day. She, for the first time, he was in a manger.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth.
Kalikimaka to all of you, from the Rivera family to your family. Merry Christmas.
Let's plant a garden out in the yard. Let's work together and it won't be that hard. Think of the wonderful things we can grow. Neat little plants in neat little rows. Let's plant a garden. Let's plant a tree. Let's be the change that we all want to see. Help fight global warming, green up the earth. See the fun in backyard farming, roll up your sleeves. Dig in the dirt. Let's plant some flowers. Let's plant some trees. The birds will love that and so will the bees. Plant something healthy like veggies and fruits. How about some herbs or some edible roots? Let's plant a garden. Let's plant a tree. Let's be the change that we all want to see. Good for our environment, good for me and you. There is really nothing to it, just say you can, and it's easy to do. Let's plant some natives wherever we can, like in the old days when this was their land. Plant iliahi, 'cause there's not that much. Ma'ohau hele, ohia and such. Let's plant a garden, let's plant a tree. Let's be the change that we all want to see. Take that little seedling, put it in its bed. Just be sure to give it water, show it some sun. Keep it well fed. Let's plant a garden, let's plant a tree. Let's be the change that we all want to see. Let's plant a garden, let's plant a tree. Let's be the change that we all want to see.